Good morning. My name is Malcolm Mulroney. I'm the Chief Operations Officer for Carrollton-Farmers branch. I want to take an opportunity to recap one of our initiatives called Buckets, Bottles and Rags, or BBR. This was a plan to empower teachers to be able to be part of our disinfecting team, to be able to respond to needs in the classroom when they happen, rather than trying to scramble custodians to every room in the district. This isn't a substitute for custodial services, as our custodial teams will be cleaning the building regularly and disinfecting every evening. But this is rather to be an addition. As we've said before, every great plan has layers, much like an ogre or an onion. This plan involves the teachers, their bucket, a bottle of disinfectant, and a rag. Now, these three tools can be worked in conjunction, but they can also work independently. So let's start with some basics. First of all is cleaning. So this is if a surface has sticky, grimy, dusty, something that maybe has been touched or handled by a child. Here what we want to do is spray our disinfectant on it, then use our rag to wipe it off. Once we've removed all the grime, dirt from the surface, then we want to spray it again to allow the disinfectant to do its work. This disinfectant takes about 5 to 10 minutes to dwell. That dwelling allows the disinfectant to render any bacteria or viruses on that surface inert. So you'll notice that I don't always have to use my rag. While it came with my bucket, that's great, and we can always use it if we need to, I don't always have to use it to disinfect. Let's take this table. A good mist, getting all the surfaces nicely covered with my disinfectant. And this is the really challenging bit. We leave it alone. I'm not going to wipe it. I'm going to put my items back in my bucket, nicely consolidated together. I'm going to let this do its magic for 5 minutes. Once it's done that, then my surface is disinfected. Once I've used my bucket, bottle and rag, there's a number of different ways to get them refreshed, depending on your campus culture and what you have set up. But over here at Freeman, these forward-thinking folks have repurposed their AV carts to create a station that looks like this. They've kept these located in their workrooms so that teachers can come back, put their dirty rags in, get a fresh bottle of disinfectant if they need it, and even a spare bucket if that's what their classroom needs. Each elementary was given 40 buckets, every middle school was given 60 buckets, bottles and rags, and every high school was given 80. This was just the first initial swath. As we worked with campuses, depending on what they have, what programs they need, how many students they have coming back, we started to add to that collection. Additionally, we've been working with our head custodians. Some of our head custodians have washers and dryers, primarily at the high schools. We're rolling out washers and dryers at every campus before the end of September, but those rags are going to need to be laundered. Some folks are going to wash them in the buckets on the campus and hang them out to dry. Some are going to be taken to the high schools and done through the washing machines. Both methods work just as well to clean the rags and disinfect them and get them ready for another round. During these uncertain times, one of our challenges is to make sure that we're forward planning. Part of Buckets, Bottles and Rags empowers teachers to respond to situations in their classroom. Well, this is not necessarily a COVID-specific situation. If a child dirtied a toy, then we can use our bucket to isolate that item, put some disinfectant on it to help quell the smell until we can get it over to a sink to clean it. So the buckets, bottles and rags have many uses. There isn't a special way to use it or a single solvent or a single solution. This is really a toolbox for our teachers. And I hope to see this work going forward as each campus develops their own unique way of implementing the system.